Put up your hand. Hand over that package of money. Looks to me like it was an inside job. This bullet that killed the express agent is the only clue I've got, eh?
I know there's very little to work on. But we have confidence that you'll capture the train robber. So we are putting you in complete charge of the case, Lightning.
Thanks, Inspector. I'll do my best.
I guess that'll show them that we mean business.
Yeah, well, they were warned to quit their jobs.
Come on, let's get back to town.
Wherever those hombres are, sure mean business, all right.
Last week was Curly, and now it's Jim. I thought that note to clear out was a joke. Come on, get him in the house. Come on. Thank you, Mrs.
You're welcome. I'm glad to see you boys are enjoying them.
Are we? You never made better in your life, Mother.
When they're playing more hot ones in the kitchen, I'll go get them.
Better get them.
Howdy, Joel.
Lightning, you old prairie dog. How are you? I'm so glad to see you. What brings you here?
Same thing that's kept me traipsing these hills for 30 years. Business.
Come in. Come on in. Lightning.
Boys, I want to make you acquainted with one of the greatest apostles of law and order that ever packed a six-gun. One of the fastest men on the draw that ever lived. Oh, hold on there, Joel.
Oh. Geez, Lightning, glad to see you.
Oh,
it's been about 10 years since you've been around these parts, isn't it?
Just about. Well, Martha, got a surprise for you. Another old friend dropped in.
Lightning!
Father.
For land's sake, how are you?
Just fine.
Well, of all people I never expected to see, it's you. Oh, I'm happy to see you.
Martha, you're looking just fine.
So you?
See, where's little Joan?
Little Joan. Want to see her? She's a big businesswoman. She runs a restaurant in town.
Well.
Now, Lightning, you sit right down. I'll go out and get you some hot coffee and donuts. Dad, get Lightning a chair. What's your matter? I'll be back in a minute.
Sit down. Well, I hope I'm not breaking up a little social here for you boys.
No, indeed. You dropped in just at the right time. I'll say you did.
Well, now, what's going on?
I'm having a peck of trouble. And if anyone can figure it out, it's you.
I've got a little trouble of my own to straighten out. But let's hear yours. Maybe we can work together.
For some time, someone's been trying to run me out of the valley. They killed two of my riders and frightened the rest into leaving.
What reason could they have?
Oh, I don't know. But they're not going to do it. Mother and I homesteaded this place, and it's taken years of hard work to build this into a paying ranch.
Take it easy, Joel. We'll find out just why anyone would want your ranch so bad they'd kill to get it. I'm going to be around here for a spell, working on a train robbery, and I'll keep my eyes open.
Good.
Train robbery? You don't think the bandits are anywhere around here, do you?
Yes, I do. I'm hot on their trail, and it leads right here.
Well, bandits or no bandits, I'm not going to let my coffee get cold. Here, help yourself, boys.
Yeah, why speak of love when there's duty to perform?
Bandits are too far away.
Why, Joan, honey, if your mother hadn't told me, I never would have believed it was you.
Well, I don't understand.
You don't remember me?
Why, you're not Lightning Ed.
Why, of course. Have I changed that much?
Well, I should have known, but, well, it's been a long time.
Yes, it has. Well, you were just a little bit of a thing when I left here.
Well, I worked here for a while, and I liked it so well, I bought Sally out.
Quit kidding. What's the lowdown?
Well, I'm not kidding. A girl ought to have a career. And just between us, business is pretty good.
And when we get control of this section, we'll be all set.
Johnson, I don't like the way you're handling this thing.
Listen, Crane, when I came here with this deal, it was agreed that I'd handle it in my own way, wasn't it?
Yes, I know, but...
Oh, keep quiet.
Here's an earful for you. Lightning Ed's in town.
If he gets wise to our plans, we're through.
You think he's on to us?
I don't know, but I'm not going to take any chances. We've got to go through with this deal.
I thought we covered up our tracks pretty well.
You never can tell.
Well, is everything all right?
Joan, that's the best food I've had since I left home. Well, I don't know how long I'm going to be in town, but I'm your starboarder while I'm here. Well, Judd, I see that you're up to your same old tricks, knowing everybody's business.
Oh, shucks. Now, Ed, you know
Yeah, I know. But listen, is there anybody in town that you don't know all about?
Well, yes, sir. There's one man in town that puzzles me a whole lot. There's been a lot of mail coming here from the railroad you work for lately, addressed to a man by the name of Reynolds. But I ain't never seen him.
Is the mail here yet?
That's just what I'm coming to. A man by the name of Johnson always calls and gets it.
Oh, what's so strange about that?
Oh, nothing. Only this man Johnson seems to be kind of friendly with your good friend, Ted Crane.
Where do Johnson and Crane hang out?
They have a little land office right at the turn of the street.
Thanks. Better wait here for me. I won't be gone long.
And with that situation existing at Red Bluff, I sent for you. I hope you would get back in harness.
Gentlemen, I realize the situation is serious, and I understand your position. I'm afraid I must refuse.
Under no condition.
I'm afraid not, sir. 5 years ago, I quit being a railroad detective and gave up chasing outlaws. Bought myself a cow outfit on the other side of the border, and, well, I'm happy there, so I wouldn't give it.
Tim Hart, you built a fine reputation while with the force. Respected by your friends, feared by your enemies. I, for one, was sorry to lose you. and hated to send for you to come back. But this case at Red Bluff is different. It needs you.
No use, Inspector. I won't go.
It's for you, Hart. It's forwarded from your ranch.
When do you want me to leave?
Right now. And by the way, we have an agent at Red Bluff on some confidential business. Name's Reynolds. Look him up. He probably can give you a line on things.
Thanks. I will.
Well, there must be a Jonah in this crowd.
What do you mean?
Jim Hart is on his way here.
I'll be here to get whoever finished Lightning Ed. He won't stop at anything till he finds out who did it.
Why, says he's here to investigate that train robbery.
That means we'll have to work fast. But he's dynamite. Put the Lee gang in the pen. And cleaned up the Pecos country. We haven't got a chance.
Well, we can't stop now. We got Carter almost where we want it.
Sounds simple. We're getting hard.
No, I don't think I am.
How about dusting your boots off, mister? Yes. Local paper?
Thanks.
I had my eye out for you. I figured you'd be here. Came as soon as I got your wire. After what happened, I knew you'd get him.
Who else in Red Bluff might figure the same way?
I don't know.
Keep your weather eye peeled and try to find out. By the way, no man around here by the name of Reynolds? Sure.
What do you ask?
Just looking for information. Where's a good place to eat?
Carter's. I work there.
You what?
Well, I do a little work, but eat a lot. You know how it is.
Long after supper. Thanks. Here. That'll at least buy you a meal.
Thanks, mister.
Hello, Chick.
Hi.
What's it gonna be?
No, I don't need that. Give me the regular thing. Ham and eggs and coffee.
We've got to give Hart a dose of the same medicine that Lightning Ed got.
That ain't gonna be so easy.
We gotta make it easy. It's our only chance.
Boss is right, Spike.
How would you two birds like to make $1,000?
Huh? Now you've said so.
You can be looking for trouble almost any time now. Right from some of the boys that are very tough hombre in town.
Who is it?
I don't know, but he's a gunslinger with a reputation. They say he's slicker than grease with his irons. I gather he's out looking for trouble.
Have you got any idea who he's gunning for?
Oh, and I'm glad it's not me, that's all. Here he comes now. You can hold those eggs. I'll be back.
Howdy. How are you? Well, when in doubt, the cowboy's old reliable. Ham and eggs?
Elmer, ham and eggs. Oh, don't mind him. That's just, Elmer. Hello, Happy.
Good evening. Anything you want me to do before I put on the nose bag?
Might drift around town and see who's most interested in my arrival.
I'll do that. Oh, I remember. Lightning Ed was going to see a fellow by the name of Johnson.
Johnson?
Yeah, Johnson. But he never got to him.
Hunt him up later. Here's another thing you might do. Hunt up the coroner and see if you can get the bullet that killed Lightning Ed.
Right.
Yippee-yi-yi, hi-lo. How many coming up? I ride on the prairie and no one cares the way. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-yi.
Ah.
That's Elmer.
Has he any other accomplishments?
Well, he cooked your dinner.
I forgive him. His singing.
You're a stranger in Red Bluff, aren't you?
Hmm? Not exactly. I haven't been here for a few years.
Are you planning to stay with us very long?
I can't tell. See, I've got a job to do, and I don't know how long it's liable to take me.
Well, he's over in the restaurant now.
All right, you fella.
When we get that job done, we get the $1,000.
In cash.
Get ready to pay off in 10 minutes. How are we going about this, Beck? I'll show you.
If you leave that door open, I'll be able to get a beat on him from here.
Get your smoke pole ready.
How about some dessert?
Well, what have you got to offer?
Apple pie.
Well, I won't refuse. Would you mind closing that door, please?
Hello, sweetheart. Give me a mug of Java. You don't mind if I saucer this, do you? It's pretty hot.
Well, how about that pie?
Coming right up.
That's the best coffee in this town. Keep the change, honey.
way, I'll get you mine.
Have a shot.
Nine more with nine.
Not shooting very well tonight.
Your shot.
Well, I won't miss.
I light on the prairie and shower my cares away. Oh, a little bit more, a little bit more. Say, Happy, I teach you cook. You teach me ride horsey like a buffalo?
Say, tomorrow will be your first lesson.
Oh, fine.
Yeah?
Well, may I have my pie now?
Did you find out who took a shot at you?
Now, what made you think they were shooting at me?
Well, they never used my restaurant for a target range before.
Well, now we'll get a nice pan and put it in the oven.
In oven? No.
Why not?
No use cooking, making cake. Nobody eat ham and egg. Too much.
Hey, Tim, I got what you wanted. Now, there's the bullet that killed Lightning Ed. And here's the other bullet that they found in Ed's pocket that the coroner said was fired from the same gun.
Steel bullet. Fired from one of those new type guns. An automatic. You know anybody around this town that packs an automatic?
Well, I don't know. I never did see one of those. I don't know what they look like.
When I find the gun that fired those bullets, I'll not only have the man that killed Lightning Ed, but the man that pulled off that robbery and killed the station agent.
So that's the job you had to do. Lightning Ed was one of Dad's very best friends. I wish there was something I could do to help.
Thanks. But you know, you still haven't given me what I came back here to get.
The pie?
The pie.
Well, I'm afraid you're too late. We're closing up now for the night, and, well, anyway, the pie's all gone.
Now, if you expect to get paid for a full meal, I want my pie.
Well, in that case, you'll have to come home with me. Mama makes all the pies.
That's not a bad idea. If you let me drive you home, I'll slip down to the liver barn and get a rig, huh?
Well, let's ask for mine.
Fair enough.
Mama, this is Mr. Hart, Tim Hart. How do you do, Mr. Hart?
How do you do? It's a pleasure. I heard you were in town and been wanting to talk to you, but... Well, I won't bother you now.
Well, anytime you say.
Wonder if you mind dropping over in the morning. That's fine.
Dad, did you put the cat out?
Oh, no, I forgot.
Now, you know, when you leave the cat in, she gets all my cream. You'll excuse us, won't you, please?
Sure.
May I take your hat?
Thanks.
Wouldn't you like to sit down? Be sense? Do they want to hear us talk business?
Mind if I ask you something?
You don't have to. I get it. Here you are.
Is that what you went out after?
Certainly. You said your meal wouldn't be complete unless you had pie.
Did I say that?
You certainly did.
Well, I guess it must be so. You know what I really wanted to ask you was, how does it happen that a pretty girl like you is in the restaurant business?
Oh, well, I think a girl ought to have some career, not just sit at home.
But don't you think that more or less depends on who she was sitting at home with?
I guess maybe you're right.
No. Hello.
Have a drink?
Yeah. Special. Tim Hart was over at Carter's last night, and he's back there again this morning.
Well, so what? He hasn't got anything.
No, but it gives us the opportunity we've been wanting.
How come?
He's got to come back to Shotgun Pass, and you shouldn't miss him this time.
Get that $1,000 ready for us. It's as good as ours now.
You suppose he's figuring on helping Carter out?
I don't know.
Well, he must be, or he wouldn't be over there.
Then the varmints raided the ranch and tried to burn down my barns.
Mr. Carter, have you been approached by anyone with an offer to buy the ranch?
No. But if things continue the way they've been going, Martha and I will have to sell.
Don't say that, Dad. We ain't licked yet.
I had hopes of finding out who was behind all this when Lightning Ed showed up here, but you heard what happened to him.
Yes, I know.
I wish I knew who got him.
So do I. And I aim to find out. I believe I know what's back of all this. And I want you to promise me one thing. That you won't sell out without first consulting me.
We certainly will promise.
That's the boss talking.
Well, I must be getting along. Goodbye, Miss Carter.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Good luck. Mother, there's something awful familiar about that fella.
You know, I was thinking the same thing.
shooting doesn't seem to have improved any. Why don't you quit trying?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, you do. Now, get this. I'm giving you just 24 hours to get out of town.
Hey, barkeep. Bring me a drink.
Well, how'd you make out?
Not so good.
You mean you didn't do anything?
Well, we tried. That's why Joe ain't here. I tell you, that hombre's got me buffaloed. I've got a good mind to hightail it out of here.
You're getting yellow, Spec.
If you feel that way, why don't you take care of them yourself?
That's just what we intend to do.
That ought to be interesting. Guess I'll stick around and watch the fun.
Look, Spec, if you can make him go for his gun, we'll do the rest.
Just how am I going to do that?
Well, look.
What I can't understand is why you take so many unnecessary chances. Well, something might happen.
Well, would you care very much if it did?
Well, naturally. Well, after all, you're one of my best customers.
You go back there. I'll be over in a little while.
Won't you have another cup of coffee?
No, thanks, sir. I haven't time right now.
Now remember, you've got to make him go for his gun.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll see that he never draws it.
Yeah.
Give me a little of the best you've got in the house. See anything with age on it?
What'll it be, Mr. Crane?
Have one of the specials.
How about you, Mr. Johnson?
No, I'll have the usual thing.
So your name is Johnson?
Yes, why?
Oh, nothing, except there's so many people in this country don't even want their names known. You know what these are?
Look like slugs from a gun to me.
They are. You see, they're not ordinary slugs. They're fired out of one of those newfangled automatics. Did you ever see an automatic?
No, but I've heard of them.
Why don't you say something? Strutting around town trying to make people think you're tough. Your four-flushing don't mean a thing to me. Get this and get it straight. There ain't room enough in this town for the both of us, so I'm giving you your orders right now. Get going and keep going. Understand? Well, are you going, you yellow? All that, gents.
When he sobers up, tell him what I said about leaving town still goes.
Come on, Happy.
Oh, I'm happy go lucky.
Here's what I've been looking for, Happy. Pat, take a look at this. Letter sent by the railroad company to Reynolds.
Oh, Reynolds, he's the one you asked me about. The one that disappeared.
That's right.
Oh, then you figure that Johnson might have bumped Reynolds off.
I'm not figuring anything. We let Johnson supply the answers.
What do you mean?
We're going to stay right here till he comes. We've got to straighten up this office so he won't know we've worked it over. Give me that. Hello, Johnson.
Why, hello. What are you doing here?
Oh, I just came in for some information. Thought you might know something about a fellow named Reynolds, sent down here for the railroad. You know him?
Why, yes, of course. He's a friend of mine.
Where is he?
Way on a trip, surveying for the railroad.
How long has he been gone?
Oh, about 2 weeks.
When do you expect him back?
Why, day or so.
Well, tell him I'll be in to see him. Come on, Happy.
What was Hart doing here? He wants to see Reynolds. And I had to tell him he'd be back in a couple of days.
You can't do that.
You're telling me? It looks like we'd have to buy that Carter place. It's the only way we can settle it. Once he signs that, there's nothing Carter or anyone else can do about it.
All right, Mr. Carter. Come on, get it out of there.
Well, I was going. I was just going.
Beat it.
Say you with him is?
Why, well, yes, he just left for the ranch.
You'll be very wise, Mr. Carter, to accept Mr. Johnson's offer for your ranch.
But the price. Why, it's ridiculous. Well, we have information that it'll only be a matter of a few days before you're driven from your ranch.
I'd like to get my hands on the thieves.
I don't blame you. I know how you feel, but you sign this and all your worries will be over.
There's no use of going on to the ranch. Spence just took Carter into town. They're in Johnson's office right now.
I promised Tim Hart I'd do nothing without consulting him first.
I tell you, Mr. Carter, Hart left town this morning. Seems he had a little trouble and someone called his bluff.
That's mighty odd.
I don't know. Not if you understood the situation. If I were you, I'd close this deal.
You raise that 500, I'll sign.
Well, it's robbery, but you have me hooked. Sign right there.
Wait a minute. I'd like to talk to you alone, Mr. Carter, before you sign anything.
But you told me he'd left town.
The gentleman was mistaken. Let's go over to Jones' restaurant.
Sure, but this sale can wait.
We'll have to wait.
You've taken a hand in a game here, and we're playing showdown.
You do a lot of talking for a fellow with a weak hand.
Looking for someone?
Well, now what?
We're going right ahead. He's not going to stop us.
Hello.
Hello, Tim. Hello, Dad.
Johnny?
There's a wire here for me.
Sure is.
Thank you. This is what I've been waiting for. The reason I stopped you from selling your ranch is I didn't want to see you robbed.
Rob?
The railroad company sent a man named Reynolds down here to buy your property.
Reynolds? Never heard of him.
Of course you didn't. Because Reynolds is using the name of Johnson. Johnson made this tie-up with Crane merely as a blind. They wanted to buy your property for little or nothing, then turn it over to the railroad at a big price. To show you how important it is, they even went so far as to rob the railroad in order to get money enough to buy it. You heard of that robbery over at Fargo where the agent was killed?
Yes, of course.
Same gang.
But how did you find out that Johnson was really Reynolds?
Well, the dates on some letters I found in Johnson's office didn't tally with his telling me that Reynolds had left town 2 weeks ago. So I played a hunch, wired in for a description of Reynolds. Here's the answer. It proves that Reynolds is really Johnson.
Hold it, Spence!
Happy! Go get the doctor. Pick him up, boys. Take him into the restroom.
Easy now, easy. Now, if you just let me handle it the way I want to. He's wise to everything. We got to get out of here.
You still got to prove it.
He's got plenty of proof.
What are we going to do?
I'll show you.
Happy. Happy. Who was it? Who got you?
Now listen, when you give him this, make yourself scared.
Yeah, but how do I know that he'll...
Never mind, I'll take my chances on it. Are you healed?
Yeah.
All right, come on.
What's everybody looking so sad about? That's no way to treat a father that's really happy. Stay on there.
Yes.
Let's sing
All right.
a duet, huh?
All right. All right.
You want it? I am happy,
so
lucky.
and
I sing and all the day. Yippee-yi-yay.
Yippee-yi-yay.
Yippee-yi.
I'll ride on the prairie and shout my songs away. Yippee-yi-yi.
Is there anything you can do for him, Doc?
Johnson's waiting for you over at the saloon. He sent you his card.
This is what I've been looking for. The man that sent it killed Lightning Ed. Take care of this for me.
Now I know who he reminds me of. Lightning Ed. He always chewed gum when he went into action.
But you'll be killed, just like Lightning Ed.
That's why I want to see it through. Lightning Ed raised me. He's the only father I've ever known.
I'll be waiting.
Here he comes. Right. Take the back door.
Wash your gun on the bar. Barkeep. Barkeep. Take the shells out of that gun. Reload it. Now you better get out of here.
Now, Reynolds, fill your hand. Not used to shooting a man when he's looking at you, eh? Well, I'll make it easier for you.
Have you any plans for the future, Tim?
I have some very definite plans.
That means action.